Ever since the announcement of Windows 11, Microsoft have been claiming it will be the best Windows ever for gaming. Although since the official release there's been complaint after complaint. But is it really that bad? And more importantly, does it live up to Microsoft's bold performance claims? Well, I haven't made a video in a while, so I thought I'd install it, play around with it for a week, and then let you guys know how it goes. So the first thing I saw was the central aligned taskbar, which I do not like at all. And you can change by going to the taskbar settings and setting the alignment to left under taskbar behaviors. My other major complaint was the start menu. I would prefer a lot more customization options, just so that I could make it a little less obnoxious. There are, however, plenty of third-party software that addresses the GUI complaints. First one is Startleback, which is a paid software and with a price tag of around $5 USD. It does seem to be the most popular option so far, and they do offer a 30-day trial version, which I'm currently using myself. It includes an abundance of features to change the look of the taskbar, start menu, file explorer, corner icons, and right-click menus, restoring their old functionality and addressing most of the problems you might have with them. Start 11 also has many of the same features, as well as support for transparency and a few other things. It's also paid and can be purchased for around the same price. If you're looking for a free alternative, Rounded TB is available from the Microsoft Store for free and has many similar taskbar features, although unfortunately there's no free start menu tweaks that I'm aware of at the moment. If there are any that you guys know of, leave a link in the description or in the comments. I would love to know. I updated to Windows 11 exactly a week ago at time of recording, and so far I've only encountered a few minor bugs. To be clear, I did install the OS through a free upgrade in Windows Update rather than the fresh install, which can cause issues and isn't recommended by most enthusiasts, but if Microsoft are going to implement the feature, it should be able to work properly. I've been getting a weird issue with tooltips from corner icons appearing randomly when my cursor is near the bottom of the screen but not quite on the taskbar, like if I'm typing a message into Discord. Although unfortunately I wasn't able to get a video of it, so hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. Aside from that, there was surprisingly little in the way of bugs. The only thing was every Steam game that I open crashes the first time I open it, and it only happens with Steam games. I don't know why, but they've all been fine after the first launch and then me restarting them after they crash. So it's not too big of an issue as long as it doesn't come back, although it is still quite annoying. I know you're all here for the performance though, so I did some basic benchmark tests that I thought might be useful, and the results are quite interesting. So all I really did was some basic FPS benchmarks. They weren't really that accurate, as I was literally just reading the numbers off of the FPS counter, looking at the lowest number I saw, the highest number I score, and taking an average somewhere in the middle of them. These were the only ones that are exact are the CS:GO FPS benchmark, Halo Infinite, and Minecraft with shaders. But this is the Windows 10 tests, and the Windows 11 tests are on the next slide. So I'll just talk you through roughly what happened. In CS:GO, Windows 10 outperformed Windows 11 by a good 10-20 FPS. Now, CS:GO is a mainly CPU reliant game, and I do have an AMD CPU, so this could be to do with the issues around the L3 cache that are going on at the moment. I'm not entirely sure they've been completely fixed, so that could be why that's happening. Rocket League performed far better in Windows 11, and I can't really explain why, although it does run in DirectX 12 in Windows 11 as opposed to DirectX 11 in Windows 10, so that extra support is probably what caused that boost in frames. Minecraft was almost exactly the same, and Halo Infinite, which is our only DirectX 12 title that runs in DirectX 12 on both OSs here, saw an increase of only 2 FPS, although my hardware isn't really equipped to run it at the settings I was trying to run it at. So that's probably why that happened. When it comes to Cinebench, Windows 10 performed slightly better on the multi-core, although this again could be to do with the L3 cache. But Windows 11 actually performed better on the single core, which is interesting, and I'm not entirely sure why that's the case, but 3D Mark, I kind of forgot to run it on to write down the CPU score for Windows 10, but Windows 11, in terms of the GPU, which is what I really care about here, the difference is insane, and I don't know what's going on here, but it's something good. I did some multitasking tests just to compare CPU and memory utilization. CPU utilization, as you can see on Windows 11, was far higher, which I found slightly weird because there wasn't that many more background processes. And it was even weirder because when it comes to memory usage, it was far lower in Windows 11 than Windows 10. Another thing worth noting is the massively decreased load times that I saw due to Microsoft's new direct storage feature. This is coming to Windows 10 too, but it's probably going to be more effective in Windows 11. It's really nice, and something I wasn't expecting to be as effective as it is. Overall, I'm actually very impressed by Windows 11. When I first thought about making this video, I honestly expected to be going back to Windows 10 as soon as I was finished with it, but Windows 11 has managed to grab my attention more than I expected, so I'm going to be sticking with it for a little while at least. And in answer to the question of should you upgrade to Windows 11, I would say yes. If you're willing to spend either a few pounds on software to make the taskbar and start menu look a little better, or simply put up with how it is, then I can honestly recommend it, especially if you need faster load times, play DirectX 12 games a lot, or both, then it really is a good option. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in another 3 months. Bye.